Okay, looks like we are making some good progress. We've got, thanks to him, we have bedroom, wall, we have entry almost framed out, we have the front end of the kitchen framed out, the pantry, the mudroom slash half bath, which leads into the garage. So working our way in the whole front of the house, and it's pretty exciting to see the beginning of walls go up. It's been a long time getting to this point, like 2 years, so it's good stuff. Love it! Great! So the framing that you see starts here. There's that half bath, the kitchen with the 3 windows, the entry, and then into the first bedroom. So that is what we see today. Yes!
So the walls are progressing, and I've built all the walls that I had laid out already. So now I am going to lay out some more, and I'll show you what we've got built so far. I think Carrie gave the update to this point here. So yesterday I built this wall and tilted it up, and the little offset wall right here, tilted that up, and then this laundry wall here. So this is the laundry wall for the in-law unit, bathroom for the in-law unit, and I'm going to start laying out this little offset wall here, which is the bedroom for the in-law unit, and then I'll progress up that side. So let's get going. All right, let's go check out the plans. I think I have a 6-foot window in the center of this wall. But let's go take a look at the blueprint. The window in the bedroom for the in-law unit is the same as the window in the front bedroom of the main house. And this kind of threw me because it shows a 6-foot opening. So 3 foot right to a center line, and then a 3-foot opening. So when I had built this one, I did a header and made the opening 6 foot wide, and it is 5 feet tall. But then when I go to the window schedule, and I look at those windows, number 9, it showed a 3050, and to you know, frame individual windows. So I didn't catch that on the initial plan check, and it took me a minute to figure out that those are twin windows. And I'll show you what a twin window looks like right here. Here is an example of twin double hung windows. It is 2 3-foot windows in one frame. So you just frame out the opening of the full 6 feet and that window will pop right in there. All right, let's find the center of this wall and I'll lay out that 6-foot window opening. That's how I marked the side of the opening. So the window will start right here at this edge. I have a cripple that will go up and support the header over the window. And then the king stud goes right up along the cripple and also nails to the side of the header. And I'll show you what that looks like from the window I've already done. So there we have the cripple and the king stud, and I will bring that up for you. So you can see the cripple holds the header up there. The king stud goes all the way up to the top plate and gets nailed in the header. And then the other one, and I guess this would be also, I guess, called a cripple, but it comes up and supports the sill. So my plans actually didn't show this one in here. The detail on my plan said you could nail this directly off onto this first cripple without having this, but I think the code is changing now where you have to put this one in instead. And likewise over here it's reverse. King, cripple, this other cripple. I have this 4x6 here because this is where my shear panel is going to end. That's why that one's added in there as well. So my wall will start here, and it's obviously more than 16 foot. So let me go grab a couple of 16 footers, lay those in, and we'll start laying out anything that we have over here. I can't remember if there's another window on this bedroom or not. So on the longer walls, I've been at 16 feet. I'm going to have a sheer wall butting up with the 4x6s. So that is where I've been breaking the plate on those 4x6s. So I had plenty to nail here and plenty to nail here when these two butted up together. So there is a window, and it is 7 foot 10 1/4 inches from the corner. That's a random number, but we will roll with it. So let's go mark that out, and then it's a 2'6" opening for the window. So let's get that before we do the wall. So there's my 2'6" window, and I will lay it out just like the other window I showed you on the last one with the king stud and the cripples. But I won't bore you with those details again. So we are showing 11'6" from the outside of the wall in front of the house to the center of this wall right here. So let's go lay that out. And while I'm there, I'll do the 2'10" to the center of that wall. So 11.6 and 2.10. Okay, so it looks like we're going to come in 2'8" and 3/4. That obviously makes up that quarter number we had over here. I was wondering why that was so random. So we're going to come in 2'8" from the corner. Then we'll have a 2.6 window, and then it's showing 5.5 inches, so I'll just put a 6x6 post in between those windows and another 2'6". So 2.8, 3.25, and then we'll lay these windows out. So this window was different than that bedroom window I was showing you earlier where it was a twin. This one actually has a post through it. So let's get that laid out. So on this one, use the construction calculator so I don't have to keep moving my tape. So let me get my glove off here so I can hit these buttons. So my first measurement was 2'8" and 3/4. Then I have a 2'6" window. So I already hit the plus. 2 feet 6 inch equals 5'2" and 3/4. That's the other side of my window. 5'2" and 3/4. And then I have that 5.5 inch post in between. So plus 5 inch 1/2. 5 feet 8.25. All right, I got that marked. Then I've got to go another 2'6" for the other window. Plus 2, oops, sorry for the bump there, 1'6" equals 8'2.25". I'll mark that. And then let me go see where that door is. The door opening is another 3'3" beyond that, so let's add that. $11.5 and 1/4. Let's go mark that. The blueprint is showing 3'1" opening for a 3-foot door, but I think that's going to be kind of tight. I thought you're supposed to frame 2 inches over the width of the door, so I'm gonna go 3'2", just so I have enough room. I can always shim. So we're gonna go plus 3'2" equals 14.7 1/4. So let's go mark that out. So here on this 6x6 post in between the windows, there isn't a king stud and cripple per se, and I'll show you how this detail looks right now. So that detail is similar how the kitchen windows ended up. So I have my 6x6 post, goes all the way up to the header and then comes down, and we just have these little cripples on each side for the sill. There's no cripple that goes all the way up, because technically this post is cut off at the height of what the cripple should be that holds the beam. So the east wall is done along the in-law unit. I'm going to start laying this wall out. If I run into anything particular, I will videotape that for you. Otherwise, I'll just keep moving on.
So it's close to 100, which is why I've got a lot of sun protection on. So we're going to get as much work done as we can and be smart about getting out of the heat. Let's get to it. So I was just going to mention that, well, obviously we're not professionals. We're just ordinary people with kind of an above ordinary dream to build our own house. So we are literally figuring it as we go along. And one thing that we've learned is to come up with as many systems as we can to be as efficient as we can and make fewer mistakes and have better communication. And at the end of the day, Scott, what's the goal?
Stay married?
Yes, he said to stay married and build a house, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, okay. So at the end of the day, the end of the project is to stay married. So we try to create systems, and every phase of this is like the next learning curve. So this phase's learning curve was, how do we systematize this framing gig? So one thing that we've been doing is, I'll show you. So Scott will lay out the top plate and the bottom plate of each wall. He actually puts them together and then marks them out. You can see they are marked. So we have an assembly system. Then I come back in with the 2x6s, put the studs where they're supposed to be, the king studs where they're supposed to be, and then we can start nailing and raising up the wall. So then there's also the big heavy beams that I'm not very helpful with, but I try. And then we get it all assembled and nailed together, and then we lift a wall. So for now, there's our system. That's it. The goal